Welcome, everyone, to round 7 of this year's Halo Racing Championship. We're fast approaching the halfway point in this championship, and we arrive at the one and only Halo 4 track on the calendar. Yes, we are at Exile for the Exodus Grand Prix. So let's have a look at the track that we're racing on today. Alright then, so let's have a look at this exciting track. So we start on the start for the straight, as always, and then go into turn 1. A left-hander that just edges its way round. If you keep tight to the wall, you won't get too much oversteer here and fly off the circuit. There you go, underneath the, what's it called, like the infantry barricade or something, into the first hairpin, but turn 2. And then you speed along into turn 3. Yes, it's another hairpin, but this one is more dangerous, as you do have to get this one right, because there are a few rocks in the way that could jeopardise your race. And then you go through to the left hander of turn 4, underneath the arch. And then we go across and underneath the bridge through to turn 5, which is again a hairpin, but it has a twist to it. It's got a little dip down here that can give you a bit of extra speed, should you be able to get the corner right, because you will be blinded by the sun as you go down here, so you may not be able to see the barriers sticking out. Right, and then you speed along the longest straight on the track, but it is also quite bumpy, so you may see some cars taking a bit of air going up here. There are two ways to do turn 6, and that's through the tree or past the tree. We see the majority go through the tree to take turn 6, again another hairpin. This track is renowned for it, but at the end of turn 6 there is a dip down. As you see, a steep decline in the terrain will make it pretty hard to keep a tight line around this corner. And then you go up, 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 up into some caves around turn 7 to complete the lap. And across the bridge you go, where we saw you go under it, down there and across to complete the lap. And then you come out of the cave to restart it. Alright, let's have a look at the racers who are racing for us today. So this championship is heating up, and we see the top 3 teams now all within 6 points of each other. And leading the way at the moment, and for now, we could see it change today, is the orange team, led by Ethan Camp 21. They have not had a win this season, but due to some unfortunate events for the other racers around them, they've been able to weave their way into the top spot, as I say, for now. Next up we have Brendan from the green team, replacing Lewis Cam 30 this week, again as he cannot make it to this fascinating race. It is going to be an exciting one. He's going to be ashamed of missing out. And then we have the Bills MY, the red team. They haven't had a win yet this season, but here's the twist of this Halo 4 track. This is the red team's home track and their practicing ground. It has been kindly given to the Halo Racing Championship by the Mills MY, and we would like to thank him now, and we look forward to seeing him race on this track. Then we have Emmylou82, who put herself back up into 4th place last race out in Orbital. It was a bit of a empty one last week, but we got more cars here this week. Again, Emmylou82, I always say it and I'm going to say it again, solid midfield car. Haven't got that win yet this season, but they seem to be getting closer to one. And then we have Kapikaze and Angie Golf from the gold team. Again, they haven't yet finished in a podium position. I know they'll be striving to get one this race. And then we have replacement for the brown team, Harikari Kev. It's not him, it's Squeezu, who is his replacement today, as again, he cannot make it to this race. Unfortunate, they're going to be missing out. Alright, let's get this race underway. Okay then, here we go for the first ever Exile Grand Prix. The lights are counting down. 5 red lights, and they're out. Who's going to come around the corner first? It is the red team, green team, blue in front of the orange team. Orange team goes back past. We haven't seen gold or brown team come around yet. Alright, on board with Brendan for the green team. Lewis Cam 30, substitute driver for this race. Trying to keep the green team hopes alive. They've got orange team behind them, red team in front of them. They're sat in 2nd place at the minute. Can they hold it? Going round turn 5. keeping a close tail behind the red team. They go round the outside of the tree, as does the orange team. The orange team swap through, just pushing green team out. Green team crash as well. Orange team go through into second place. First lap complete. All right, on board with the blue team, but we've just had confirmation that the brown team did not get off the line. Their engine failed on them. It's not good for them. That's going to hurt their championship points, but sometimes that is the way it goes. Well, anyway, on board with Emmylou82 of the blue team. She's fell back from the top 3 a little bit, taking this corner very cautiously. She knows if she hits that rock, it's going to have dire consequences for the race, and the gold team are not that far behind. Okay then, we've got turn 0 corner analysis. This is the bit where you come out of the lap swap over. We see red team go through. It is a fast corner, this one. You get it wrong, you're going into those sandbags. Green team just squeezed themselves against that sandbag, not ruining their race though. Are we going to see who through next? Blue team. Ooh, perfect through there. Taking it very well. Anyone else coming through? I don't think so. Alright, red team never had a win in the Halo Racing Championship before, but they've never actually left the podium. But here's the catch, it's their track today. Can they win it? They're doing perfect so far, pulling out a massive gap on second and third, the orange team and the green team. They seem to be having a little fight behind us, as red team just laps Kamikaze and Angie Golf. Through turn 1 he goes, and turn 2. Turn 3, cautiously, he does it perfectly. Right, let's go on board with the orange and green team. They seem to be having a fight. Green team just trying to find their way round the orange team. Orange team covers them off round turn 5, using the dip down to keep their advantage over them. It may be slim, but it's still something. They go out wide. Green team takes advantage of that and slips through into second place. On to the next lap they go, across the bridge. Who's it going to be coming out? It's obviously green team, but they both take that corner magnificently. And green team has a little bit of understeer, sorry. And orange team managed to close in the gap again, and they make a move, not close enough to do so. What about round turn 5? That seems to be a good overtaking point for these two drivers. Go round, swapping through. Orange team closing in on them, almost side by side. They swap through again. He does. Green team goes out wide. Orange team goes through into second place. Lap 5 for the red team. Lap 3 for the gold team as they begin to close down the gap. Oh, they've had a little collision with that rock. They weren't cautious enough around it. I keep reiterating it. It is a very dangerous position there. Anyway, they were closing in the gap to the blue team, but they're nowhere near close enough to make a move. Obviously, we can't even see them. Right, they go around turn 6. How they do it? They take a wider line through there, but they do get less understeer. This track is full of understeer if you get the corners wrong. Red team go past, lapping them for the second time. Orange team, green team closely following behind. They're a not bad race. They just hit the wall around turn 0 and just holding up the green team a little bit more. Turn 3 corner analysis. We see red team go through. This is the one that you have to be cautious on. I'm going to keep saying it until everyone does it. Do they all do it though? Gold team, could they let the pack down? Oh, they have to brake heavily round there to do it, but they do get through it. I think that's all the cars going round at the moment. We go on board with the orange team. Ethan Cam, 21, currently leading this championship. If, as it stands, he will lead it by 2 points going in to the final race before the summer break. Obviously, next race we know is the Palm GP. It's not going to be an easy one, with red and orange seeming to have a close rivalry in this championship. Red is storming away with it at the moment. Emmylou82, the blue team. Very nice race. Let's have a look how they take this corner. Nice and tight, and managing to get no understeer around there as well. Made use of the terrain. Going over the bridge. Orange and green closing in to make a lapping move around turn 0. And then turn 1. Can she keep the understeer from occurring? Yes, she can. Keeping it very close to the wall. That's the best way to take turn 1. Alright, here they go. 2 lap. Orange and green. They're still battling. But blue team will get involved a little bit. Orange team goes round. Will green team have a smooth overtake as well? Let's have a look. The gap has widened between orange and green. Right, here we go. Green go past the blue. Blue overshoots it, takes green out, and then green. What's going on? It's just blue team hit the wall. Green team get taken out with them. Let's have a replay of that actually. Right, then we see orange going round, and here's the slow motion camera of it. Green tries to go around the outside, but blue gets a bit of understeer and takes green team out with them. Then they have a little scuffle there to try to get themselves back on the track at the same time. Yikes, that's not going to help green team or blue team. Alright, on board with the red team for the last lap of the race. There's nothing stopping them now. This will be their first victory in the Halo Championship Halo Racing Championship, sorry. They go round the final hairpin. Oh, they've actually flipped it on an invisible rock, maybe? They've flipped it, got into the crates. Orange team closing the gap, but there's nothing stopping them. They go round the last corner, and red team win the Exodus Grand Prix. Wow, what a race. The first ever Halo 4 Grand Prix was a success, and it was a success for the home heroes, the red team. So red team pick up 16 points to help them out, followed by the orange team who needed the 12 points to stay in front in this championship. And then the green team pick up 10 points, becoming third, and the blue team pick up 8, becoming fourth, and the gold team pick up 6, becoming fifth. And even though the brown team DNF'd, the Halo Racing stewards are still going to give them the 4 points. Alright, let's have a look at the standings after round 7 of the Halo Racing Championship. Orange team lead the way still with 72 points, but with 2 points between them going into the last race before the summer break. It's red team on 70, followed by green team on 68, and then fourth is blue team on 50, and joint fifth still is pink and purple on 36, having not been able to make it to today's race. And then gold team jump the brown team into 6th with 30 points. Brown team sit on 29 points in 7th position. So then, after that race, who was best of the rest? Well, it's only one person. It was the red team. They finally got there. They finally got their first win of this championship. First of many, we hope. Yes, the red team are the best of the rest after leading from start to finish, dominating this Grand Prix. And after that round, we go to the Palm GP, and as I've said, in 2 weeks' time, it will be the final race before the 6-week summer break this year. We'll see you on July the 10th, 2022. Bye for now.